students, in our last class we have dealt with the topic co-primes. Just recall, what are co-primes? Yes, of course. If you are given with two numbers, then the common factors of those two numbers, if you consider, it should be only number 1. They are called co-primes, right? Okay. Now let us see to the exercise 3.4, and in that 5th question. What is asked there? You should check the pair of numbers. Given pair of numbers, are they co-primes or not? Right? So first one, let me list out the factors of 18. Factors of 18. Which are the factors of 18, children? Yes, okay, 1 and ending with 8, even number, so 2. 8 plus 1, how much? 9. 9 is divisible by 3. Hence 3 is also one of the factors. Okay, 4? No, cannot. 8 2s are 16. So it cannot, right? 9? Yes, 9 2s are 18. 9. Next, which is the number? Directly 18. Right? Okay. Next, what is the next duty? Factors of 35. Which are the factors of 35? 1, of course. And ending with 5, so it is 5 here. Next, 5 7s are 35. So 7 also one of the factors. Next number is 35. So here, compare the factors of 18 and 35 now. 1 is common. Okay, very good. Next, is there any other number which are common in both? No. So we can conclude that the given pair of numbers, that is 18 and 35, are co-primes. Right? Okay. Next, 81 and 16. Factors of 81. Which are the factors of 81? Okay, 1, 2 cannot, 3. Next, 9. Yes. Next, 9 9s are 81. 17, 81. Okay. Next, factors of 16. Which are the factors of 16? 1, 2, 3 can be. 6 plus 1 is 7. So it cannot. 4, yes, 4. 5 cannot. 6 cannot. 7 cannot. 8. Next, 16. Okay. So list out the common factors. Which are the common factors here? Only 1. So this given pair of numbers also co-primes. So whatever there in between, B, C, are homework for you. Try to do it yourself, children. Okay. Next is, what is the next question given in your textbook? They have given that if a particular number, let me take it as x, if a particular number is divisible by both of the numbers 5 and 12. X is divisible by 5 and 12. Dear children, just recall the divisibility rule. How it is? If the co-primes, if the two numbers are co-primes, then if it is divisible by those two co-primes, then the given number is also divisible by product of these two co-primes. Right? This is the rule, divisibility rule you have studied. Okay. 5 and 12. What is the first duty here then? We have to check are these co-primes, right? So factors of 5, 1 and 5. Yes, of course, 1 and 5 are the factors of 5 since it is a prime number also. Right, okay. Next 12, factors of 12. Which are the factors of 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, 12. So these are the factors of 12. Whether the given pair is co-prime? Yes, obviously it is co-prime because only 1 is the common factor. Number 1 is the common factors here. So, what is the rule? Product of these co-primes also divisible by given number. So, which is the other number? Which is the other number divisible by x? Product of these two. What is the product of these two? 5 into 12 is equal to 60. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, next, 7th question. What they have given? A particular number is divisible by 12. See, I'll take here also x, or if you are bored with x, I'll take y. Okay. If y is divisible by 12, which are the other numbers divisible by y? That particular number. Okay, recall the rule, children. If a particular number is divisible by a particular number, certain number, then factors of other number also divides the given number, right? So which are the factors of 12 now? Okay, already we have listed here, right? Factors of 12. So that y is also divisible by factors of the number, other number, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12 can also divide this y. Understood? Okay. Now let us see to the next topic, prime factorization. Okay, children. See here, I'll take number 15. Which are the factors of 15? Okay. 1, 2 cannot 3, 4 cannot 5, 15. Okay. These are the factors of 15. Now I will express this 15 as the product of its factors. Okay. I'll express this 15 as the product of factors. 3 5s are 15. Am I right? 3 5s are 15. Okay, let me take another example, 24. I'll express 24 as the product of its factors, 2 factors. Any of the 2 factors I can take. So I'll take here 6 and 4. Now children, can I divide the 6 once again? Which are the numbers? Okay. 3 2s are 6. Am I right? Next, if I try to divide it further, I should take the same number 3 and 1. Right? So I'll stop here. Okay, 2 also in the same way. The number itself and the number 1. Okay. 4, can I divide it further? Yes, 2 2s are 4. Right? So, if you compare, what you are going to observe here? Here, the final factors of 3 of 24 are 3, 2, 2 and 2. 15. 3 and 5. So if you observe this clearly, it ended with prime numbers. Right? Whether 2 is a prime number? Yes, of course. 2 is a prime number. Only 2 which is even prime. Right. Next 3. Here 3 and 5 both of them are prime numbers. So, when a number is expressed in the form of product of prime numbers, we call it as prime factorization. I hope you are clear with this topic. Okay, let me take 60. Number 60. How can I express which are the products? Okay, you can express 60 in different way. Product of its factors. I'll take 30. 2's are 60. Okay, further I can divide 30. Right. Which are the numbers? 15 2's are 30. Right. Further, no. It will come here, the number itself and 1. So, I'll stop here. It is a prime number. This is a prime number. This one I can. Right. It is not a prime number. It is a composite number. Hence, I can divide it further. So, 3 5's are 15. So, if you observe here, which are the final factors? 3 into 5 into 2 into 2. So, all these are prime numbers. So, this is prime factorization. I can express this in the other method. This method we call it as factor tree. Okay, this method we call it as expressing a number with the help of factor tree. One more method, I can express the given number. 24 I'll take. If I take 24, same number. I should try to divide it with the least prime number. Which is the least prime number? Okay, 2 is the least prime number. Right? Yes, it is possible. 2 1's are 2, 2 2's are 4. So, 2 12's are 24. Okay. Further, I can take 2. Even number, right? 2 6's are. Next, again I can take 2. So, lowest possible prime number I should take here. 2. 2 3's are. Further, if I take, it cannot be by 2. So, I should go for the next lowest prime number, that is 3. 3 1's are. So, I can express 24 as the product of prime numbers. Right? So, this method also we call it as prime factorization. This is expressing in the factor tree method. This is prime factorization method. I hope you are clear with this topic. See children, now exercise 3.5. First question is true or false. First one, if a number is divisible by 3, it must be divisible by 9. Is it true? See for example, 6 if I take. 6 is divisible by 3. Whether it is divisible by 9? No, cannot. We will get decimal number or fractions, right? So, it is false. If a number is divisible by 9, okay, 18. If a number is divisible by 9, it must be divisible by 3. Recall the divisibility rule. If a given number is divisible by other number 3 I take, then it must be divisible by factors of those numbers. Okay, if a number is divisible by other number, then its factors 3, 1 and 9, its factors, so it must be divisible by 3 according to the divisibility rule. Recall it. Okay, next, a number is divisible by 18 if it is divisible by both 3 and 6. Here if I take number 60, 60 is divisible by 3, 6 plus 0 is 6, and 60, 6 tens are 60. So this number is divisible by both 3 and 6, but it is not divisible by 18. Okay, so it is false. Next, if a number is divisible by 9 and 10, then it must be divisible by 90. If a number is divisible by 9 and 10, whether these two are co-primes, we should check it. Okay, 1, 2 cannot, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 10, 1, 5 and 10 itself. Okay, so are these co-primes? Yes, 9 and 10 are co-primes. So their product is 90. So according to divisibility rules, it is correct. Next, if two numbers are co-primes, at least one of them must be prime. False it is. Why? Just now we have shown here, 9 is a composite number, 10 is a composite number, but still these two are co-primes. So it is false. So in the same way, go for the other questions in your textbook. E over F. Or, see to the page number 61, children. All numbers which are divisible by 4 must also be divisible by 8. It is false. For example, 12 is divisible by 4. Right? But whether it is divisible by 8? No. 8 twos are 16. It exceeds, right? So it is false. F is false statement. Next, all numbers which are divisible by 8 must also be divisible by 4. Yes, that is true. Just here we have proved now, right? As the same way, the question number G also. Okay. Next, H. If a number exactly divides two numbers separately, if a number exactly divides two numbers separately, it must exactly divide their sum. This statement is tricky, twisted statement of the divisibility rule. Just recall. Sum of the two numbers, if it is divisible by a particular number, then it must be divisible separately. So recall that divisibility rule. It is true. Next, if a number exactly divides the sum of two numbers, it must exactly divide the two numbers separately. So it's vice versa. The ulta of H is I, the statement. Vice versa is not possible here. So it is false. Next question. Here are two different factor trees for 60. Write the missing numbers. So one I have shown already before while explaining about factorization, prime factorization. So A is homework for you. Try to do this. Okay, next, third question. Which factors are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number? Just recall the topic, prime factorization. There I did not take, if it is prime number arrived at the end, I did not take the number itself and number 1, right? So for example, if I take 9, 3's are 9. So I arrived at prime numbers here, right? Again if I write, it must be 1 and the number itself. So I did not take, it is just repetition. So which are the two numbers are not included in prime factorization of a composite number? It is composite number, right? So answer is 1 and the number itself. Okay, next, fourth question. Write the greatest 4-digit number and express it in terms of its prime factors. So, which is the greatest 4-digit number, children? The greatest 4-digit number is 9999. Okay. What I should do? Prime factorization. I should express in the form of prime factorization. Which is the least possible number I can take here? 2 can I take? I cannot take 2. It is ending with odd number. So, the next lowest prime number is 3, right? So, 3 3's are 9. 3333. Next number, yes, of course, 3 itself. Which is the next possible prime number I should take here? 5 can I cannot. 7 cannot. So, which is the next prime number? 11 it is. 11, 1's are 11. After that, 1 I cannot. So, 0 I'll put. Next I'll combine these two. Again 11, 1's are 11. Right? Okay, 101. 101 is the prime number. So I should end here. Otherwise I should take 101. 1's are 101. Right? So I should stop here. So the answer is 3 into 3 into 11 into 101. This is the answer. I hope you have understood and try to do the next problem by yourself. Thank you, children.